for us.
Yeah, you saw my Instagram. I saw
your story.
Stuffing
I'm like,
candy bags last night.
Her stuffing candy all day yesterday.
Yeah, well, she didn't get very many done. So,
I bet you
there's 25,000 people who go to this parade. We had like 25 bags of candy.
Awesome.
I'm like, great, those will go in like 5 minutes.
It's not
just
quality,
throw them up
it's
in the air.
Yeah.
That's some bitchin' candy in there.
I didn't do an awesome job, but that's okay. We're just
whatever.
Whatever.
I am appreciative of the fact that it is, the entire freaking town is going to be downtown, and
don't you hold all her college credits in the palm of your hand?
I do hold quite a few, and that doesn't seem to make a difference. Apparently, but I will say, I think, and the reason I hired her is because she, like, her resume, like her school resume, and all of the activities and stuff and the programs that she's doing. I was like, oh, she's a super overachiever.
Nice.
Well, I think maybe I was the straw that broke the camel's back, because that.
You're
not
like,
so much.
I would be surprised if this girl could handle one more thing.
Yeah, I was the one more thing that it just broke.
All right.
It all broke.
Well, learn early, young lady.
Don't sweat it, Maddie.
Yeah.
Don't sweat it,
The
girl.
world's a tough place.
You got your whole life ahead of you.
You're going to have really shitty bosses in your life.
I know. I'm a good boss. Every text I get from her every day when it says I'm not coming, I say, okay. I don't even want to fight it, because now it's like I wake up in the morning and my first thought is, what does my calendar look like? And my second thought is, what's going to be the text I get from Maddie and the excuse as to why she's not going to be here?
Can I tell you about a time I got fired?
If you get closer to the microphone,
Sorry.
totally.
When I was probably close to Maddie's age, or maybe a little bit younger. How old is she?
I think she's a junior, so 21.
21. So I was
she's just turning 21.
I think I was like
19,
20, and I had a job as I was
oh my God,
shut up now.
Did you seriously set the timer alarm?
I did not.
I'm a talker.
Well, we got to go now. So
sorry, you're done. Nice having you on. Hashtag I heart Ruby.
If you want to hear the rest of that story,
I know.
Tune in next week. Sorry,
can I finish
your story?
Oh. So I was about 19.
Is that gin or water?
I know, no kidding. It was straight vodka, yo.
Totally
Hashtag
water.
Griffo.
Yo. Apparently, vodka is the starter spirit around here.
Yeah.
So.
Dang.
Okay.
Anyways, I had this job that I was keeping books. So I was like the bookkeeper on staff for a curves kind of place, like a workout place.
Okay.
I've kind of always been a little adult, even when I was younger.
Let's say ladies' health club.
It was a ladies' health club.
Okay.
Yes. So I got fired from that job. And the women who fired me were so nice. They were like, oh, sorry, I put my hands on the table.
Yeah,
they said, we love seeing your outfits every day, because I was super fashion forward back then.
Nice.
And like, we're always loving to see like, what is Heather going to wear the next day? But, it's not really the quality of your work. The quality's really there. It's the quantity of your work. Like, you're just not here enough, because I would call in with, oh, my dog got run over.
Drunk.
Oh, yeah.
I'm still drunk from last night.
That would at least be honest.
That would be the truth. And no.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so I've never forgotten that it was the quality of my work. And what I took away from that was not that I was
You're like, I do good work.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
I'm like, I am awesome.
I will say, to Maddie's credit, when she's here, she's so willing to do the work.
Maybe not candy bagging.
Not candy bagging. But, and I will also say, because I need my karma credits, I'm going to throw this out there, because last night I looked at the box of, shut the hell up.
That's not how karma works.
Shut up. If I don't give her credit for this, something's going to hit me.
I thought you were
lightning is going to strike.
I thought you were
Yes.
looking for credit for yourself.
No. I looked at the box, and we were kind of going through like, this is what we have left, to do for the parade. And I look at this box, I'm like, she was working on this for 4 hours. There's not even hardly any candy here. So then I was all bent, and I went back there with a glass of wine, and I was stuffing candy bags. I even had somebody helping me. One of the members here, David Jones, who was so sweet to come over and help me. We worked on it straight for 2 hours, and it did not feel like we got much more than Maddie got done. So I have to give her credit, because at first I was like, oh, she was just fucking off and didn't get enough work done. It took so long.
You didn't have the proper,
like assembly line.
Assembly line. Thank you.
So that's kind of what David and I were doing last night. And I was like, wow, she was doing it all by herself. I have to like take back all the bad things I said in my head about her because she actually did do some work, and it was like very time consuming, and she did a great job.
What she does on the whiteboards back there is amazing.
Oh, she does that?
Oh,
yeah, she's great.
I always wanted to ask who does all the lettering. Oh, that's awesome.
She does a great job.
I love doing lettering and all of that. So
Okay.
She could kill it at
duly
Starbucks.
noted, because when I need lettering, I'm going to call you now.
Well, and so I'm not
for free.
I'm not fancy
for exposure.
Exposure. It's funny. Some of the calligraphy type stuff that she does, I don't do, but since I went to school for design, every Monday in design school, I had a drafting class. So I did learn how to draft on the computer. I'm not that old, but I learned on an actual drafting board with a T-square.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And
we have a T-square if you want to use it.
It was so fantastic because I would have to, for 1 hour every Monday morning, I would have to transcribe Shakespeare.
Oh, shit.
In architectural lettering with the straight edge and the T-bar, all of that.
I love that.
And it was, so now my handwriting is
beautiful. I know every time I see her notes, I'm like,
so like,
looks like an architect.
Back in the world of checks, whenever I would write a check, people would be like, ooh, are you an architect?
Yes.
Better. I'm an interior designer.
Well, I would say the calligraphy is not necessarily my style either, but she did such a beautiful job. And I was like, you see me right up there, you'll be like, I don't even know what that says. So
do you ever like
anybody
when you're
who can do it better
closing,
than me.
just walk over and go, you know what? I'm just going to erase it. Just don't fuck.
Never. Never. Oh my God.
Have
you seen me what I do here before we close the doors? You haven't, because you never fucking stick around long enough.
I never stick around long enough.
I go here and I straighten every chair. I pull them out a certain. I had one member like, "Oh my God,
person.
really? Did you just move that table like 2 inches the other way?"
I thought they just happened on its own.
No. And here's the
The
thing.
magical fairies come in.
When I hire people.
No, it doesn't.
No, I do it. And when I hire people, I say, before you leave, can we make sure that all the chairs, I want you to experience something awesome when you walk in. And I want everybody to be like, I'm going to be the first one in there tomorrow because I want to see all the straight chairs.
I want to mess with the chairs.
No matter what time I have gotten in here, I've never been the first one in here.
Well, I know. There are a few people here. Like, I wonder if they ever go home.
Yeah, I'm like, did you go home and sleep last night? Because you were here at 7 when I left, and you're
people
here.
People do know there's cameras, right?
Yes, they do. They do. Here's a funny story.
24-hour access
the camera thing.
me.
One time, I'm not going to tell you where it is.
Andreessen's is right over there.
Somebody one day he
Wait till Dukes
thought
gets in
that
there.
he misplaced his.
Shit! People are going to be barfing in the doorway.
I give up. Fuck you. I'm not going to tell my story.
No, tell
your story. Tell your story.
No, I forgot it.
Here, I'm going to just fade myself.
There was a guy who misplaced his AirPods one day, and we thought maybe somebody actually picked him up by mistake. They were on the art table out there. So I was like, well, this is great. We have cameras, so we'll go back to the camera. So the camera, I'm pointing, but I'm not saying out loud because nobody's going to know.
Point with your elbow.
That was pointing to the spot where the AirPods were, happens to have a pole that blocks the exact spot where those AirPods were sitting. So
you
couldn't
see.
So look at the camera. I'm like, I can't even see where the table. I can't even see you sitting there because you're right behind the pole. So I'm like, well, this worked out really well. Turns out his 3-year-old forgot or took him out of his bag before he even came to work that day. So thank goodness nobody stole him. Are you back on?
Was that guy undressing? Or
no.
dressing?
Oh my God, you're so weird.
Can I say something to blow you up on the air for a second?
Yeah, blow her up.
Blow me up.
Please.
Does that mean good?
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, gas her up.
I'm not sure. Maybe.
Not like ba-boom.
Okay.
I just want to say something that I'm really appreciative of is the community that you've grown here.
Oh,
like we've
thank
talked
you.
about this sort of juxtaposition of space and people and brand and all of that. And what you've created here is top notch.
Oh, thanks.
And I feel like you've really curated a group of people. And although everybody is welcome to be a member here at Keller.
Of course. The assholes weed themselves out, though.
The assholes weed themselves out. It is such an incredible group of people. And that really is a representative of you.
Oh, thank you.
So I
That's
wanna
the highest
thank you
compliment
so much.
to me. Thank
I
you.
thought
I
it was
appreciate
just like
it.
dumb luck and
No,
happened
it's
organically.
true that
You attract what you put out there, right?
totally.
And,
Exactly.
And
Totally.
there
I
is
think-
some super rad people here. Like I truly feel like I found my tribe and just get fed fed by this place.
Yeah, I do feel the same way every morning I come here. I'm super grateful. And it's funny, I make a joke about the assholes weeding themselves out, but it's never really had to happen. Like, I think we've maybe had one or two.
One lady.
We have one or two people who've come in and like after a day or two, they realize that, oh, this is just not their ball of wax. You know, they're not super social or for whatever reason that just didn't feel. And they left quietly and it was like no harm, no foul. But here.
Did you show them the basement?
Also,
was that the problem? You got to give people, some people need some time.
It's a little creepy / awesome down there.
Yesterday I went down there with Shane.
It takes a while to get from the creepy part to the awesome part.
So we have a whole recreation area down there right now.
Yeah.
We have golf.
Is that what you call it?
We have golf. We have weightlifting.
Darts.
We have ping pong. We have darts. And yesterday Shane and I went down there and we actually moved some furniture around. So now we got couches down there.
Weightlifting down there?
There's weights down there.
I haven't been down there.
What are you doing?
That's gross.
It's a spider.
Oh, Gertie. So yeah, you should blow it out to all your friends that we have a recreation downstairs. That's fun. But thank you. I appreciate that about the community because that's the part that I'm most passionate about out of all of this. It's all fun. But for me, having a really amazing community of people who are willing just to get social together, to work together, to collaborate, to support each other. It really feels good to come to work.
Yeah. I mean, I'm on my way to 50. And at this point in my life and my career,
you have no idea.
This is exactly the kind of thing that I always wanted to be a part of, whether it was, working in corporate America or having my own firm or working with clients. Like this is the kind of vibe I wanted.
Thank you. Me too. I kind of built what if you build it, they will come. Yep. I just decided like nobody's going to build it for me. So I'm just going to do it. And all the cool people will come.
What I like is you didn't shoot for the middle, like appealing to everybody.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. You really like kind of stood your ground on how you wanted it to be, and it's very specific. It's not homogenous or
No, but it's also very welcoming to in a way that like you don't have to love my design aesthetic. Cause there's so many other things about the space and a lot of it doesn't have anything to do with me, like the windows in the front. I didn't do that. They were there. It was the perfect space for that. And so there's a lot of stuff that you can appreciate, even if you don't love the paint cans on the wall or the beautiful wood tables at Sons of Salvage. Hashtag Sons of Salvage.
Yeah, people are stupid if they don't like the wood tables.
I know.
No, the
You're
table's
just stupid.
awesome.
Oh my gosh, guess what time it is? It's happy hour time. We're doing our monthly happy hour, and we already started here with the Francis Coppola Director's Cut Chardonnay. You guys started. Yeah. But now we've got
California. G-Town to the locals.
To the
Cloverdale locals.
Yeah, to the 6 people who live in Cloverdale.
I hung out with people that came from Geyserville.
And they called it G-Town?
They called it G-Town.
I doubt it.
The same way they call
I super doubt it.
Petaluma P-Town?
Oh, I hate that.
I know, I hate it too.
That doesn't sound good.
Right?
That sounds kind of fetishy.
It sounds like the aftermath of Butter and Eggs.
Right.
Or the Phoenix Theater. It is.
Hey, my kid hangs out
No,
there.
I love the Phoenix Theater. I'm pro Phoenix Theater.
It does smell a little like piss in there.
Yeah, or outside even.
Yeah. It does.
No, actually, I was more referring to when some of the kids who can't hold their alcohol, and they're not being served alcohol over there. But there are some who are.
It's funny that you say that because
behind the back.
How dare you?
I live right up the street from Keller and the Phoenix, so we have a thing where like my neighbors, we say it's the weekend entertainment. What's going to happen after a Phoenix show, depending if it's a hip hop show, if it's a punk rock show, whatever it is, that will tell you if there's like domestic violence happening at the 7-Eleven up there.
I bet you the 7-Eleven
if there's lowriders going by. I mean, it's nuts on the weekends sometimes after a big show at the Phoenix. Yeah. And you can always kind of tell who's playing.
Yeah, that's a good point. We had some vomit in our doorway one day.
Oh, it was one time.
Next time, though, I'm going to call you to go clean it.
Well, first of all, send me a picture.
It was so gross. I did take a picture of it, but it's messed in there with my other 15,000.
We're officially the mission now.
I know, right? The Tenderloin of Petaluma.
I haven't found any needles on the sidewalk yet.
Thank God.
So
keep looking.
We're not quite the Tenderloin. All right, let's wrap this baby up. Thank you so much for coming, Heather. This was super fun.
It was less scary than I thought it would be.
I'm so glad that Heather doesn't have a website that we have to talk about.
What?
Oh, I do.
She does.
Oh, you do?
Mackin Creative.
MackinCreative.com.
.com.
Well done. And so we can kind of get from there, get everything, right?
Yeah, you can put it all in the show
Instagram,
notes.